Hey everybody, welcome to Lessons with Troy. Well, I get a lot of requests about using the benders in C6 tuning. So I took the recording keying here that I modded out and put the David Certano benders on. And what I did today is I literally just got done restringing this and tuning it up into C6 tuning. I had an idea of how to use the benders in C6 tuning. And I wanted to talk about my whole experience with it. This is going to be a concept lesson. In the future, I'd love to make some diagrams with some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, chord diagrams and things like that. But what I've done is I didn't move the benders. I left them where I initially put them in open D tuning. I just changed strings. And what they're doing is this bender here on my third string is going to take that A note, and it's just bending it up a half step. Now this is a really tight tuning, and it actually feels better to play C6 on this recording keying than it does open D. The strings aren't as floppy. I find that the string tension's real nice on here. It's pretty tight tension. I was afraid that maybe I was gonna break a string, but anyways. And then on the second string, that's taking that C note and bending it up to a C sharp. So I wanted to talk, and I might be having to tune as we go. Okay, so why did I do that? Well, I know in C6 tuning that there's certain things that I like to do using slants, and they can be a little bit problematic, getting them in tune and whatnot. So I thought, well, how could I use these benders to help me get slants better in tune? So one of the slants that I do a lot is on this second and third string, where say you do something like that, right? On your second and third string, going from 12, 11, 10, and then doing a slant here. See it? On 8 and 9. Well, I thought, well, what if I could bend this second string up and use a straight bar? So that's what you get now with the bender. So you get no bender, and then right there you push that second string bender down, and that what that does, that gives you tuning still not perfect, but that gives you that major third interval then. So for example, if you're playing, a C here on your 12th, or a C6 chord on your 12th fret, and up top here is the notes A, C, E. That's an A minor chord, right? Well, if you push your second string bender down, you've got that just bending it up a half step. That takes that C note and makes it a C sharp, which gives you a nice A major chord. So you got another major chord you can do. Well, the other thing that does, for all you dobro players out there, is when you do that bend like that gives you a root major third fifth. So you get your dobro tuning, or the intervals at least, on your top three strings. So all your dobro stuff, then you can do all those shapes, the X shape, just having that bender down. And I noticed too on this recording keying, it's very, very sensitive. To get this in tune, I have to just barely turn these. And I talked to David about it. He said it's because the angle is so great on this bridge. It's such a sharp angle that it makes it, a little bit more tension to push down than I noticed with my Duesenberg. But there can be, maybe in the future, maybe I can change this bridge out and make it a little bit better. I'm not sure what I might need to change the nut out too if I do that. But the other thing that you do, so on this third string, by bending that note up, that A up to a B flat, let's say, right? What that gives you is a C7 chord then. So you get this nice dominant seventh chord. And check this out. So I was doing, something like a little jazz blues, where if you just keep that down, it's not really hard to do. Just keep that one third string bender down. You can play like a blues. So I'll do just like a little jazz blues here. So just, it gives you that nice dominant 7th chord, or, if you wanted to, just play a C to a C7, or actually that's a C6 to a C7, sorry. But then if you avoid the A and then hit the 3rd string bender, you can get C triad, right? Just avoid your Hawaiian 3rd string, and then when you push your bender down, then you can hit the 3rd string. That gives you that B flat that B flat note, making that a C7 chord. So so there's some neat things, pushing that 2nd string bender down. So say we're over the 7th fret. If you play your 3rd string and 2nd string, that's a partial C chord, right? So notes E and G. Well, normally to do like the inversion of that, you'd have to do this forward slant here on your 3rd string 3rd fret, 2nd string 4th fret. But now what you do is if you just put your bar here on your 3rd fret and then push your 2nd string bender down, that's going to move that note here up to there, which that's that D sharp up to E. So we got C, C, right? C, there's our C note and E note. And then there's the E note and the G note. And then you have to do a different one to get up here. But that at least makes one of those slants a little bit easier, on the 2nd and 3rd string, which oftentimes can be a little bit problematic. Oop. So right there, I'm walking up to that F chord, F, a little partial chord, right, on my 2nd and 3rd string, right? If you know C6 tuning, you have your 1 chord here, but on your 2nd and 3rd string, you also have a little partial, your 4 chord. Move that up 2 frets, and you've got your 5 chord, right? 1, 4, 5. Well, now we can take that 4 chord, and you're going to basically slide it down from 12 down to 8, right? Probably should have had the numbers on. Haven't made numbers for the recording king yet, so I need to do that. But basically getting that F chord here on 8th fret, 3rd string, 2nd string, with the 2nd string bender pushed down, right? And then you just slide it up for an inversion of that F. Okay. And the other thing is what was I doing? If you push both of them down, you take whatever root position chord you'd have, like if this is C on our 12th fret, right? Move it back 1 fret and then push both benders down, play strings 4 through 1. I guess you could still do that, huh? You could actually put string 5 in there because that's your flat 3rd. Nice little diminished chord. The diminished 7th, actually. So those are some of the things that I've found so far. Let me see, what were some of the others? Okay, here was another one. If you're wanting to do intervals of a 6th, normally I would do something like, let's say we're up here on my 7th fret, and I would want to walk that up using slants, right? Basically take the 2nd string where I'm doing my slant, keep a straight bar, and use the 2nd string bender. Okay, and that's one way that you can get the intervals of a 6th in there. yeah, I need to work on it some more, but you know, it's once again CEG ACE tuning on this, and then you're only bending. You get the benders set to where it's only bending it up a half step, right? A to A sharp, or C to C sharp, right? Only a half step. You don't want to bend it too far. I think that it might not take that tension. It feels pretty tight already, you know. But the other thing that's cool with that is when you push both of them down, you're pushing them, it's the same distance, you know. But it feels real smooth. I don't know, licks that you can do with that, but I'm thinking more chord-wise what you can do with it. Third string down gives you that dominant 7th chord in root position. Second string bender down gives you a major chord. On that, it makes that note, that interval from the minor third interval to a major third. So you can do your walk-ups, you know. The other thing that's cool with that is when you're pushing that second string bender down, now you can do those dobro kind of walk-ups where, let's say we just keep it down, right? You've got third string, second string, straight bar, go up but back 2 frets, go up a string but back 2 frets. Just keep that second string bender down the whole time and you can walk that down. Right? So just, like I said, just kind of experimenting since I just slapped these strings on and wanted to show, kind of document it for myself too, to remember what some of these different ideas are. But that's a neat one, just, thinking of it as that root, major third, 5th. That's just having that second string bender down, and you've got those third string, second string, and then go up to second string, first string, but back 2 frets, and you can walk it up. Well, the other thing that you can do then, if you do that, just like on dobro, then you can push it down and still do the slant, and you can get, right, where say if I'm on my 7th fret here, got my second string bender down, then I can go up on my 8th fret and 9th fret, do that, still do a slant, but with the bender down, and you can do those major third walk-ups. Oop. Make sure you push it down all the way. Get that in tune. Anyways, got to work on that, but just some neat ideas in C6 tuning. I think, like I said, I get a lot of requests for that, and I had no idea how to really set it up in C6, and I think this is one way that might not be too bad. It really makes those slants on your third and second string be a little bit easier. So here's another neat little trick, and I need to write all these out, I guess, but let's say we push the third string bender down, right? We get that G7 chord, and that really wants to resolve, right? That B note wants to go up a half step up to the root, right? Let's say we just grab those 3 strings. So if you let your bender off, right, and then you do a string pull on your first string with your ring finger behind your bar, right, you just pull that first string and bend it up a half step, you get that G7 resolving to a C, because those 2 notes, it's the E note, the third of the C chord, G, the fifth of the C chord. This note's going to go B, and that's going to resolve when you do the string pull behind your bar from that B up to the C. So there's another little cool trick I found. Yep. It's a little bit hard to get that pull, and I'm expecting any time for that string to break, but okay. Well, there's some different ideas for C6 tuning, C, E, G, A, C, E, using the Certano benders on this recording keying, and I hope you enjoyed it. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you check the little bell to get alerts when I post new videos. Plan on posting a lot this year, so hope you enjoy them, and we will see you on the next lesson. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.